Now, 63% of Australians are either overweight or obese. I think that America's not far behind. And I say far behind because I know that Australia has taken over America, and I go to the little town of Loveland. I have to tell you, I think that they're bigger than our big. They very large people in those little towns, and it's the high carbohydrate diet that many people are eating today. Hello, I'm Barbara O'Neill, and today we're diving into the secrets of weight loss without needing to hit the gym. Have you been struggling with being overweight and dealing with the health issues that come with it? Well, that may be a thing of the past. In this video, I'm going to share my secrets to achieving a healthy body weight. And trust me, it's not about spending hours at the gym, but don't just take my word for it. We will look at the inspiring story of a retired judge who managed to lose an incredible 70 kilos, all without a single workout. As a thank you for joining me today, we're giving away 100 free copies of my best-selling book to subscribers. So if you haven't yet, hit subscribe, like this video, and comment why you want to win. So I'll give you the story of Henry to show you what he did. He was a retired judge. He came to our health retreat a few years ago now. He was, I think, 69, and he was on 6 medical medication. He was on medication for heart, for high blood pressure, for blood thinning, for blood cholesterol, for blood sugar, for gout, and for stomach ulcers. So he's on 6 medications. I said, "Are you interested in stopping your medication?" He said, "No, I'm very happy with my medication. Thank you very much." I always respect everyone's right for what they choose to put into their body. And shouldn't we? It's our God-given right. But we gave him Hourberry tea day. We gave him a liter to drink through the day. It's not an unpleasant tea. We also gave him a little sea pepper. He was happy for us to try a few things. He took the herbs with him. When he went home, he rang me 4 months later. He said, "Barbara, I'd like to visit you and get a few more hawthorn berries." I said, "Come for lunch, Henry." Upon seeing Henry after just 4 months, I barely recognized him. He had already lost 20 kilos, which is about 40 pounds. He proudly told me his coat now fit and all the puffiness had vanished from his face. Henry shared a remarkable story about a recent doctor's visit to check his blood pressure. The doctor was astonished when the machine read 120/80, claiming the machine must be broken because, despite being on medication, Henry's previous reading was 160/95. Henry confirmed that 120/80 was indeed his new, normal blood pressure. As a result, his doctor responsibly took him off all his medications because his blood thinning, cholesterol, and blood sugar levels were all normal, and his gout and stomach ulcers were gone. This transformation highlights the power of the body to heal itself, especially since Henry started this journey still on all his original medications. His doctor made the critical decision to reduce and then stop them, understanding that continuing such high dosages with improved health would have been dangerous, causing issues like dangerously low blood pressure or excessive bruising. Unlike pharmaceutical drugs, which can sometimes override the body's needs, natural remedies and dietary changes support the body's inherent healing processes. When I asked Henry about his diet, he described a robust meal plan, starting with a large spaghetti bowl full of whole grains like millet, rice, or buckwheat, accompanied by fruit, coconut cream. Yes, he lost 40 kilos while enjoying coconut cream. Chia seeds, ground flax, and a slice of sourdough, spelt toast with avocado and tomato. This was clearly not a light breakfast. He explained that he wouldn't eat again until lunch, where he'd have a generous salad, steamed vegetables, a form of legume protein, and sometimes another slice of sourdough, spelt toast with avocado and tomato. Crucially, he then wouldn't eat again until breakfast the next day, a testament to his disciplined approach. This substantial, nutrient-rich diet helped him shed an initial 40 pounds. Regarding exercise, Henry simply said he found he could walk another block every week. As he became lighter, stronger, and his heart grew healthier, he could go further with less effort. A year later, he wrote a letter, a touch of old-school charm, confirming he had lost a total of 38 kilos, nearly 80 pounds, an incredible feat demonstrating the body's inherent capacity for self-healing. Henry's diet serves as an excellent example of how balanced nutrition can effectively promote weight loss. His approach emphasizes whole grains, fruits, vegetables, and healthy fats, providing a powerful combination for supporting a healthy body weight. Whole grains like millet and buckwheat are rich in fiber, which is crucial for making you feel full and satisfied, thus reducing the urge to snack or overeat later in the day. Fiber also slows down digestion and helps stabilize blood sugar, preventing the energy dips that often lead to cravings. Incorporating healthy fats from sources like coconut cream and avocado is equally beneficial. These fats not only provide essential nutrients, but also contribute to satiety, helping to control hunger and supporting hormonal balance, which is vital for metabolism and energy regulation. Fruits and vegetables are excellent additions because they are low in calories but high in volume and nutrients, adding bulk to meals without significantly increasing caloric intake, making it easier to eat satisfying portions. Their high water content also boosts hydration and feelings of fullness, helping individuals stick to their dietary goals. Legumes, another key component of Henry's diet, are rich in both protein and fiber. Protein is known to boost metabolism and helps preserve muscle mass during weight loss, which is important because muscle burns more calories than fat, even when resting. Shifting our focus, it's evident that traditional Western diets often feature common high-carbohydrate staples that contribute to weight challenges. Think about bread and cereal, which fill entire aisles in grocery stores and are often consumed for breakfast. Many people find themselves hungry again by mid-morning, reaching for cakes, muffins, croissants, donuts, pastries, pies, and pasta. An endless list of refined carbohydrates. As a fifth-generation Australian of Scottish descent, I didn't even know what pasta or pizza was until I was around 18. My upbringing involved very different meals, sausages or chops with mashed potatoes and frozen peas or beans almost every night, with a roast lamb on Sundays. Everyone I knew, from relatives to neighbors and our church community, ate this way. It led me to believe the whole world ate like this, which of course isn't true. I hadn't heard of brown bread until I was 16, nor had I tried rice until I visited a Chinese restaurant around 18. Potatoes were a constant in our meals. But the most detrimental, in terms of nutritive value, is pure crystallized acid extracted from sugarcane, essentially sugar. Many people consume these foods not out of choice, but because they are quick and readily available in our fast-paced society. When these high-carbohydrate foods break down in the body, they all primarily convert to glucose, which has significant implications for weight. A high-carbohydrate diet, particularly when consumed in excess, is a major contributor to weight gain due to how the body processes and stores these carbohydrates. Most carbohydrates, whether from bread, pasta, or sugary snacks, are broken down into glucose, which is the body's main energy source. When you eat carbs, your digestive system converts them into glucose that enters your bloodstream, causing a rapid rise in blood sugar levels. In response, your pancreas releases insulin, a hormone essential for regulating blood sugar. Insulin's role is to move glucose from the blood into cells, where it can be used for immediate energy or stored for later. However, if you consume more carbohydrates than your body needs right away, insulin directs the excess glucose to be stored in the liver and muscles as glycogen. The crucial point here is that the body has a limited capacity for glycogen storage. Once these stores are full, any additional glucose is converted into fat through a process called lipogenesis. This newly formed fat is then stored in fat cells, adipose tissue, leading to increased body fat and, consequently, weight gain. Furthermore, consistently high carbohydrate intake can cause frequent blood sugar spikes, which lead to increased insulin production. Over time, persistently high insulin levels can make cells resistant to insulin's effects, a condition known as insulin resistance. This makes it even harder for the body to regulate blood sugar, encouraging more fat storage and further weight gain. Another challenge with carbohydrates is that they tend to be less filling than protein or fat, often leading to overeating. Foods rich in refined carbohydrates like white bread, pastries, and sugary drinks are digested very quickly, causing a sharp rise in blood sugar followed by an equally rapid drop. This sudden crash can leave you feeling hungry again soon after eating, prompting you to consume more and creating a cycle that contributes to excessive calorie intake and increased fat storage. Beyond what we eat, when and how we eat our meals also significantly impact weight and digestion. Once food is in our stomach, it needs time to work. We should avoid drinking water for about 1.5 to 2 hours afterward so as not to dilute our hydrochloric acid. A balanced meal typically takes about 3.5 to 4 hours to digest. Following digestion, our stomach benefits greatly from about an hour of rest. This rest period allows the stomach to revive, restore, and replace the digestive enzymes used for the previous meal. This principle is fundamental to time-restricted eating, a modern term for practices like intermittent fasting or the 5-2 diet, which many people are familiar with. Dr. Michael Mosley, in his book Fast Diet, details the research demonstrating its effectiveness. The core idea is often eating twice within a 24-hour period, with suggestions like a large meal at 1 p.m. and another at 7 p.m. However, this isn't universally suitable. Some might feel too hungry earlier in the day or find it hard to sleep with too much food in their stomach late at night. It is often more beneficial to revert to older wisdom. Eat breakfast as your main meal, have another substantial meal midday, and then keep any evening meal very light. While a worker might need something light in the evening if they have breakfast at 6 a.m. and lunch at 12 p.m., those who eat breakfast around 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. and lunch around 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. might easily go without an evening meal. Individuals should find what works best for their unique schedule. I once heard from a woman who gave her children a very substantial breakfast, followed by just an orange for lunch, recognizing that kids at school often prefer to play rather than eat a big meal. When her children came home hungry around 3:30 p.m., she had the table set for their main meal, which they eagerly ate. She found this worked wonderfully. They rarely wanted much dinner later because they were well fed earlier. Her husband, arriving home later, often preferred to eat quietly by himself, allowing her to have a lighter meal, perhaps peppermint tea or a salad if she was trying to lose weight. If family dinner is important, she suggested making it a lighter meal, like soup and crackers, which are easier to digest than bread. Eating large meals at night, particularly when your body's energy demands are low, significantly contributes to weight gain. During the day, when you are generally more active, your body requires more energy. At night, however, your energy expenditure decreases substantially. When you consume a big dinner, your body processes the food by breaking it down into glucose, just as it would any other meal. But because there's less immediate need for energy, the excess glucose is much more likely to be stored as fat. Here's why. After a large meal, carbohydrates are broken down into glucose, which enters your bloodstream, elevating blood sugar. Your pancreas responds by releasing insulin, moving glucose into your cells for energy. Since your body doesn't need much energy at night, most of this glucose is first stored as glycogen in your liver and muscles. However, once those glycogen stores are full, any surplus glucose is converted into fat and stored in your fat cells, leading to weight gain over time. Moreover, eating late at night can interfere with your body's natural circadian rhythms, which are closely linked to metabolism. At night, your body's metabolism naturally slows down, meaning food is processed more slowly. This slower metabolic rate increases the likelihood that calories from a large meal will be stored as fat rather than efficiently burned for energy. Consuming large meals late in the evening can also keep insulin levels elevated for longer periods, which further promotes fat storage. Another critical factor is that after a big dinner, people are typically less active. Many relax or go straight to bed. This lack of physical activity means the body doesn't get a chance to burn off any of the extra calories consumed, exacerbating weight gain because there's no energy expenditure to balance the large caloric intake. In contrast, opting for smaller, lighter meals in the evening ensures you consume only the necessary calories, reducing the chances of storing excess energy as fat. This approach aligns with your body's natural rhythms, supporting better digestion and reducing overeating. By eating lighter at night, you can manage weight more effectively and prevent unnecessary fat accumulation. Consider the story of Dr. Atkins, a GP in his late 40s who was experiencing weight gain. Understanding the science that carbohydrates lead to fat storage, he embarked on a personal experiment. He eliminated nearly all carbohydrates from his diet, theorizing that his body would then rely on its stored fat for energy. His diet consisted of high-protein foods like meat, butter, cream, cheese, and eggs, but a lesser-known fact is that he also ate 3 cups of vegetables daily, with 1 cup specifically being greens, providing essential fiber. The weight simply melted off him. His theory proved correct. By not supplying the body with carbohydrates, it began to tap into its fat stores. He was never hungry because protein and fat provide deep satiety, and he had abundant energy because his liver could convert protein and fat into glucose if needed, a process called gluconeogenesis, which also breaks down fat stores for glucose. Atkins believed he had found the perfect diet: never hungry, plenty of energy, and rapid weight loss. He began treating his patients with this diet, and it's estimated that 11 million people were helped by his method. His book was a New York Times bestseller for 4 consecutive years, demanding serious attention. However, a significant problem emerged. Some of his patients started developing arthritis, likely due to the high acidity of the diet. I recall a man I consulted with in New York, a vegetarian Adventist, who, despite his beliefs, was experiencing overweight, diabetes, and heart disease. He sought Dr. Atkins, a renowned physician at the time, who, despite his graciousness, advised him to stop his high-carbohydrate diet and begin eating meat. The man started eating meat and lots of vegetables, didn't get diabetes, resolved his heart problems, and lost weight. But he began to suffer from arthritis. He expressed to me his interest, as I was the first nutritionist he met who didn't slam Atkins's approach. I explained that Atkins' core theory was correct in terms of carbohydrate reduction, but we could do even better, making it superior to Atkins by focusing on plant-based proteins and fats. While Atkins's first stage pushed people to a very low 20 grams of starchy carbohydrates daily, it's not necessary to go that low. Simply significantly reducing carbohydrates, ideally stopping refined ones, and increasing vegetables, legumes, nuts, and seeds can yield similar if not better results without the drawbacks. Dr. Atkins's diet works by drastically reducing carbohydrate intake, which forces the body into a metabolic state called ketosis. In ketosis, because carbohydrates are scarce, the body switches from using glucose, sugar, as its main energy source to burning stored fat for fuel. Instead of breaking down carbs into glucose for quick energy, the body breaks down fat into molecules called ketones, which then provide energy. Foods allowed on Atkins, like meat, eggs, cheese, butter, and cream, are high in protein and fat, with very few carbohydrates. These macronutrients are key to satiety. They keep people feeling full for longer, naturally reducing overall calorie intake without constant hunger. High protein, especially, promotes fullness and prevents overeating. Protein also requires more energy to digest compared to fats and carbohydrates, leading to a slight increase in calories burned through the digestive process. By including low-carb vegetables, Atkins also ensured that people received essential fiber for digestive health, and fiber further aids in feeling full without adding extra calories. Since vegetables contain minimal carbohydrates, the body can remain in ketosis, effectively burning fat stores for energy, which often leads to rapid weight loss in the initial stages. This approach allows individuals to see significant reductions in body fat while maintaining lean muscle mass thanks to the high protein intake. This metabolic shift supports consistent weight loss without the typical fatigue and intense hunger associated with many low-calorie diets. Thank you for watching. I truly hope these weight loss secrets have inspired you and empowered you to take control of your health. Remember, achieving your goals doesn't always require a grueling workout routine. Sometimes, small, consistent lifestyle changes can lead to truly remarkable results. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, share it with others, and subscribe for more health tips and inspiring stories. Until next time, take good care and fully embrace your journey toward a healthier, happier you.